Kaiserreich decided to update Ukraine in its latest update. I came in completely blind, and in the end, I created a nice constitutional monarchy that helped protect the Reichspakt. Ukraine starts with the Hetman Pavlo Skoropadsky leading the mostly undemocratic Ukrainian state. When Black Monday hits, everything goes wrong as usual. The Ukrainian Sejm had to quickly work out a relief bill to deal with Black Monday. Thanks to compromising, 4 out of the 5 factions supported the bill, relieving the citizens of Ukraine. However, there were still political issues as the coalition that the Hetman has secured for years is breaking down. After negotiations with various factions in the government and compromises reached, the Hetman would refuse the compromises, but a train crash decided it had ideas. Danilo Skoropadsky became the new hetman after his father died and began instituting reforms to make Ukraine a more democratic country. After lots of reforms, sidelining the communists and other democratic parties, Ukraine became a constitutional monarchy, and he quickly implemented land and industry reforms. Ukraine soon found itself along with the rest of the Reichspakt in conflict with the Russian state under Savinkov. Despite lack of air superiority due to the Germans focusing all of its air force on the Western Front, the Eastern Front initially saw some losses, but after the Russians tired out, Ukraine launched multiple small counteroffensives that began to compound on one another. By taking supply hubs, the Russians kept weakening while the Reichspakt grew stronger. The Western Front eventually closed with Germany liberating France. Thanks to cooperation with the Reichspakt, the Entente, and therefore the French exiles, were able to return to France, only to lose their country again as France got rid of military access to the Reichspakt and didn't have troops to garrison its country from Spain. However, with the Communards out of the war, Germany and other Reichspakt members were able to send forces to the east and knock the Russians out of the war. The Western Front was then quickly mopped up again along with the Italians. After an agreement with the Ottomans, the very large Ukrainian navy was able to leave the Black Sea and assist the naval invasion of the Union of Britain. Britain fell extremely quickly the moment Ukrainian and German boots stepped foot on British soil. The only remaining major in the Internationale was the Commonwealth of America. Initially, the plan was to invade Iceland, then Greenland, then Canada, who fell to the Syndicalists, and then reach America. The first step of the plan commenced with losses, with the invasion of Iceland not going the greatest, but still successful. However, Cuba, who was invaded by the Americans, managed to stall the invasion, where Ukraine decided to clean it up and then use Cuba as a naval base to invade the Americans. Considering how hard it was to fight the Russians, the Americans were strangely pretty easy to defeat. Due to the sheer amount of victory points in the east, there was no need to go over the Rockies. The Ukrainian infantry and motorized forces proved too powerful for the Americans, despite almost all of the Ukrainian military bonuses being only applicable on core territory. Slowly, states began to fall under Ukrainian control. With the Ukrainians unable to be pushed back, the Internationale finally surrendered. With Ukraine as the third strongest country on Earth, I would like to thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, you know the deal, and this is Jonathan 800 signing out.